Hello everyone. My name is Jana Shafai Asgarpur. I go by Dr. J, and I am the MEM Program Director and also the instructor for ENGR 901, which is Total Quality Management using Six Sigma. My email address and my office and mobile numbers are listed. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions or concerns about this course. I will briefly go over some of the basics of the course. Here is the home page. This is where the course activity, the most recent course activity, will be listed. I will briefly take you through the syllabus. The link to the syllabus is available, so you can click on it and actually see the syllabus. I will briefly review it with you. Again, my contact information is listed, course description, purpose, learning, the overview, high-level learning objectives for the course. We have the textbook, and I want to say this is the draft. It says draft on it. It's fairly completed at this point, but just in case I have minor changes or typos to find and correct, I have marked it as draft. Otherwise, it's fairly complete. All the important policies, such as academic integrity, withdrawal statement, ADA, expectations from the students, from the instructor, and then the types of assignments. So let's get into that. Every week, of course, you must read and review the course resources, such as some pages or chapters out of the book, reading any articles or supplemental readings that I may have in a module, and watch any videos that might be helpful to your understanding. Some of these videos for some of the chapters are going to be my own. I'm going to create them. They would be based on use of Excel, and others may be videos from the internet that are relevant to the course topic. There will be weekly discussion activity, generally on Thursday at midnight. Your original message is due, and then by Sunday at midnight, the 2 replies that you must make are due. All times are in Central Standard Time. There is a quality reflection learning journal that every 3 chapters you must make. The homework is going to be multiple choice. It's not a homework. It's not a quiz. It's not really a homework. And the reason why I say that is because you will have access to it the entire week, and it's due at midnight on Sunday of every module. So it's really not a quiz. It's really a homework. The project, the 2 options that you have for the project are given, and you will have a final exam. Again, it'll have 2 parts. So one part is going to be multiple choice, and the other part will have problems to solve and submit. Class discussion board activity and expectations are here. Course grade policy is listed. Grade components are listed. Everything is individual in this class. No group assignments. And then you have a message from the Learning Center. And finally, the last page lays out what types of homework or assignment you have, and which day of the week, or I'm sorry, which weeks those are due. So discussion boards, you're going to have a discussion board activity every week. And so it will also tell you what chapters will be covered in that particular assignment. For example, the learning journals will be 3 at a time as you submit them. And the exam will be over all chapters. Okay, so that's the syllabus. And as you can see, all the due dates and assignments are listed here. Next, I will take you through one of the modules, or maybe two of the modules. So the orientation module is a requirement. You must complete all of the items before you gain access to any of the other modules. You can see here prerequisite. Prerequisite is orientation. So make sure that you do that. The first item is this tour de class that you must be completing it as you're watching this. The next one is syllabus acknowledgement, and this is only a one question quiz, if you will, but it's not graded, and I will preview it for you. And essentially it says that you say either true or false to the question. I have read the syllabus in its entirety and I'm familiar with the rules, policies, and expectations. And you understand that if there is anything in the syllabus that you don't understand, you must post to this discussion board right here. And if you click on it, you will be taken there. Otherwise, all the discussions are here. As you can see, the discussion for administrative or general is here, and that's where you would end up if you were to click on that previous link. Every week I will try to maintain the discussion board for that week under the pinned discussions above here, up here. This administrative or general discussion board will always be here. I only answer questions in the discussion board, not via email, unless, as this discussion board description says, unless you must discuss with me matters of personal private nature. And in that case, you should email me. Now, going back to the modules, once you complete the orientation module, and there are good links here, how to set up your notifications, how to navigate Canvas as a student, how to go through technical information. You can scroll and read that and then click on next. And then you have a link to the engineering library, for instance, that will take you there. And you can click next. And this is how to use the discussion board in a new window, so you can click on that and read that. And then once you're done with that, then you'll be taken to module 1. Unless you finish the orientation module, you will not be taken to module 1. So let's just briefly go through this. The preamble to module 1 says that because your course project is related to content in chapters essentially 6 to 9, mostly 8 and 9. But we will start the course with those chapters. So we're going to cover chapters 6, 7, 8, and 9 in the first 4 modules, and then there are chapters 1 through 5 in the remaining 3 modules. And then module 8, the last one, is essentially your course project and finishing activities. So for every module you will have a description and the learning goals for that particular module. You will have what to study and what to learn. So you must study the chapter, and I've told you that you must study the first from the first chapter, pages 1 through 19, just so that you can get a perspective on quality management before you dive into chapter 6. Okay, and then there's PowerPoints to be watched. I will have a playlist for all of the quantitative chapters. Those would be short videos showing you how to do the chapter problems or problems that are described in the chapter using Excel. If you know already how to do that, do the content when you read the chapter, then you don't have to watch the videos, and you can skip or review only those that you need. For every chapter, you will have the data sets for the chapter problems. You will have the solution to all the Excel problems in the chapter, and you also will get the solutions in a Microsoft Word format. You must study these and read the book, of course, and watch the videos and do all the studying before you do your homework, which I will discuss later. And then if there are additional readings or supplemental readings, they would also be listed here. And then you're always reminded that if you have any questions about the content, not general questions, but if you have questions about the content of a module, you can click here and you will be taken to that particular module. So if you don't understand a formula or cannot solve a problem at the end of the chapter, then you can go there and post your question. That's not a graded discussion board. And finally, the assignments. There will be a link to the discussion board activity. There will be a link to the homework, which is the multiple choice. Some weeks you will have a link to a learning journal, etc. So depending on what's due that week, you will have a link here. Okay, and then Module 1 also has a heads up for your course project, because I don't want you to be caught off guard during week 8, since the project is due in week 8. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Of course, here you have a link to all the discussions, but you shouldn't need to use that link because all the discussions are linked into the modules. So with that, I hope you have a general perspective on how this class is set up and how to navigate it. Of course, you can find your grades here, link to the UNL libraries, you can access the roster here, etc. So I hope you found this helpful. Looking forward to having you in class on the first day of class. For now, this is Dr. J saying goodbye. Thank you.